Hey, hey. What is up? What is up? Man. God damn. Hey, y'all. I'm ready to say, bitch, give me my money, yeah. And you can get this fist upside your head, or give me some head, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. What is going on? Hey, man. We are black in this bitch. What is up? Let me turn this clown ass shit down some shit. God damn. What is going on? Hey, man, I couldn't even get to it on Tuesday. I had so much shit going on. Clown ass corporate plantation. Reading these books. Trying to think of new and inventive ways so I can get off that motherfucker. So I can do what the fuck I need to do. I'm tired as a motherfucker. All my life I had to fight looking ass. God damn. Still mad about that goddamn reparations hearing. But anyway, this is the No I Don't Know TV series podcast. Shout out to Nuke, man. Much prayers and positive thoughts going out to her, man. She's going through some family stuff right now. We ain't none of y'all goddamn business, but prayers and thoughts go out to Nuke. She'll be back soon, man. Much love and respect to her. But anyway, man, we gonna get into it. I'm definitely not gonna be on long. I'm tired as a motherfucking shit. Corporate plantation, call a nigga anytime. You know how niggas are. Hello, boss? Did you call me, boss? That type shit. You know how we got a paycheck. Man, I'ma just get right into it. Shit. The debates are a distraction. Man, I'm just gonna get into it. Man, and we got bigger problems. I don't even know I'm so tired, I don't even know if I spelled this shit right. Hey, what's going on? Shout out to chat room. What's going on, Tamisha, man? I got Behold the Pale Horse. I got that book. I ain't read it. I got a couple books. I probably got about 6-7 books. I just wanted to show y'all this shit right here, man. I've been promoting this shit. I already got some of this soap, but I got some more Black and Noble, real African black soap. No diss to the clown ass mass production that's in Walmart, the black soap, African black soap. But this the real shit. Look at how thick that shit is. That's the real shit right there. I got the sea moss too. I haven't even really been able to drink and like the sea moss. Do what the fuck I really want to do, man, is working these long ass hours and trying to read. I've been taking my book to the corporate plantation anyway, so. And then I got this also from Sea Moss soap from Black and Noble. Y'all need to go check that out. Black and Noble. Let me see. I got it. I think it's on the back of this. I think it was on the back of that Sea Moss that I had. I gave out the address. But yeah, man, I just got that shit in the mail. And check out Freedom Paper Company. That's a black-owned company too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we spend all this money on other shit, man. We can spend it on that. I got some African black soap from Freedom Paper Company and some toothpaste shit too. Soap is wash your ass. God damn. Shit. Wash your motherfucking ass. Niggas be like, man, I go a couple of days. Yeah, nigga. And you'll be smelling like a zoo in this bitch. But anyway, you can check that shit out when you get a chance. But anyway, man, hey, I'm going to get back into it. The debates are a distraction. You know why it's a distraction? I said this on another podcast. If Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden both say the same thing, one's a Republican, one's a Democrat, that should let y'all know how they feel. Mitch McConnell, or whatever the fuck his name is, Mitch McConnell or McDonald, whatever the fuck his name is, that nigga, that dominant society cave dweller, he basically said it. Why would we give y'all reparations? Ain't no good idea. He's over the Senate. Yes, he is. And he basically was like, we gave y'all niggas Obama. I try to tell niggas, look, I was a part of that shit too. I'm vote for Obama. And I get mad, man. You could vote for Obama. And then for 8 years, the nigga danced around everything, but when it came time to talk about what the fuck was best for us, never said one thing. And if I'm not mistaken, Oscar Grant was when he was in office. Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile, Mike Brown, Eric Gardner, all these people was up under, I think, Barack Obama's reign. He ain't say shit. But he signed the Blue Lives Matter policy to protect them motherfuckers so they can say, I was in fear for my life. Let's see how that worked out for Mohammed Noor out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He tried to say he was in fear for his partner's life and his life. No, nigga, but you shot a white bitch. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, nigger. All bets are final when you shoot one of us. That's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's the way it go. Hey, you too. Hey, take care. I'll chop it up with you. I gotta check my email. I've been so busy. Tommy, I'm gonna get to it, man. I've been tired, busy. Man, trying to read. I've been taking this book to work, to the Court Plantation. Hey, like I said, y'all get these books, take them to work, man. Read them on your break. I try to read whenever I possibly can. Like I said, man, these things are distraction. These are things that they put in place so we can get all drummed up and argue and fight with each other. You know what I'm saying? And do certain things so we can be distracted and run around like pigs in a pig pen and do all this fuckery shit while behind closed doors, Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden is having conversations over a beer or a glass of wine or some liquor, and they like, yeah, man, I don't know why these black people think we not giving these niggas shit. They had Obama, and that's all they get. Fuck them niggas. That's exactly how they feel. And I just be thinking about other shit, too. I'm still thinking about the Buttigieg shit. You know, Mitch McConnell, all this shit that they say. Man, I just be laughing, man. I don't be paying no mind, because to me, I feel like this. To each his own. If you want to follow politics closely and do all these things, y'all need to be studying and reading and figuring out what y'all gonna do. While y'all cheering on politics, look at all those motherfuckers that got laid off at the MGM if you're from Vegas. They laid off like 1,000 people quietly as kept, and didn't nobody know. Caesar's Palace had to file bankruptcy. I got their stock. Clark County School District laid off 170 employees. It's gonna get worse, but the Raiders is coming. So for all you niggas that be posted up at the goddamn sports book and shit, hey man, go ahead and do that shit. But you better think long term, because this economy will fall like it did 10, 12 years ago. And when it fell, everybody was all mad at the government, mad at everybody, and mad at the banks, and mad at everybody. But everybody ain't mad at the banks now. This is what happens. We go through a trial and error process where we mad and we not mad. We mad. I used to be. I'm still working on that. Because when I calm down, I look at it from a different perspective. But I'll tell you this: when you're calm, think of those same things again. And instead of it getting you mad or upsetting you, it should create a different path for you where you start looking at things different. Like, what I gotta do? What do I need to say? Everybody needs to go watch Vice. Talks about Dick Cheney's life. He was always quiet, didn't say shit. That's why, hey, I probably do more talking to people that I know I'm comfortable with. When I get at the Court Plantation, I don't do no talking. I'm quiet. I keep to my motherfucking self. You gotta know how to move. You know how to watch and govern yourself. Stop putting all your trust and affairs into the dominant society. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. Why you think they care about you? I'll be laughing, man. Motherfucker coming to me talking about, man, shit, Joe Biden, he was going hard. Man, Joe Biden don't give, look, now, there one of the white people gonna talk about reparations or restorations or anything that's owed to melanated people. They not talking about none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about that shit. They'll just tell you, the Indians were here first. Well, if you read They Came Before Columbus, that's why they like the whole reparations hearing. That's why I don't like debates, because those are the Caucasian people that they place in front of you that's supposed to be speaking for you. Man, them motherfuckers can never speak for me. That's why I don't vote. You can be mad all you want. Fuck a vote. Vote means to wish, clowns. Go get you a motherfucking etymology dictionary and then come holler at me. Vote means to wish. It doesn't mean to fucking, cast your vote. And it's, man, they don't give a fuck about that. That's why they place the hands of everything into the electoral college. And then when they put that in their hands, that lets you know who's really in charge. And that's all I need to say. We're not gonna go over and over again. Y'all know what the fuck it is. Get your financial game popping. You know what I'm saying? Think Like a Millionaire, The Wealth Choice. We got so many books that's out there. Don't tell me if you want to keep something hidden from black man, you put it in a book, niggas still own that shit. Now it's not popular to be dumb. Now, if you dumb, niggas laugh at you. So that should not be the case. We should always understand what it is and what's going on. Stop looking at people upside their head like they don't know what the fuck is going on, and you do. Come on, man. We got to know what it is. We got to understand what is going on in our life. And it's totally different from what goes on in the dominant society's lives. It's totally different, man. Y'all got to look at it from a different perspective. I'm talking about the melanated people. Oh, because you got you a big house. You got you a fancy car. What you got, a Tesla? BMW? You're like, Warren, man, you talking that shit. Nigga, I go get a Tesla too. I go get a BMW too. All it takes is good credit and a slavery mentality, and you can go get that shit. But at the end of the day, that's the dominant society's marker of what success is. So if you don't have those things, you feel like you're not successful. And you're like, what's easy to say when you got money, when you ain't got no money? Yeah, we can say that. And we can also say this. It's easier said than done. Is when you have the money and you don't act like you have it. When you have the money and you don't put your money into materials, but you put it into things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, books, give back. That's hard to do. Because you can always just be into yourself. And that's why when I be looking at shit like the debates and all this other shit, I just be like, man, here we go with this shit again. First of all, Donald Trump is going to win again. He's going to get reelected. It's more white supremacists in this world than niggas think. Niggas think because you got Joe Biden's clown ass up there talking on behalf of black people that somehow, some way is going to be beneficial for us. Man, please. Joe Biden don't give a fuck about no niggas, man. And he don't give a fuck about reparations or giving niggas back anything that is owed to them. Y'all gotta understand that, man. Just look at how they govern. Look at how they move. Look at the trickery and the fuckery, how they, the wordplay and what they do. These are things that you gotta look at. And stop just thinking that, I'm about to go to work, get my paycheck. Yeah, you should think that. You should. You should think that. Go to work, get your paycheck, take care of your family. That's right. Individuality is always first. That's what's been conditioned in our mind. Individuality. What I got versus what you got. And I'm not finna put nothing into your pot until I got what I got. And I understand that because that's natural. You got to pay your bills. You got to pay Nevada Power for all y'all that live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Nevada Power ain't nothing nice. And it's not fun. You know, but I'll tell you this. What isn't fun is watching my people be distracted by Democratic debates, Donald Trump, and all. First of all, Donald Trump gonna win. He's a billionaire. He don't give a fuck. He gonna do what he do. He's gonna do what he do, irregardless to what you say, what you do. Because we're not a collective. We don't even want to take the time to listen to each other, look at each other through each other. You know, as an ally. We look at each other as enemies. I see it all day long. I see it from my people all day long. That doesn't make me stop giving up on them, but I see it all day long, all day strong. I see it at the corporate plantation. I've worked on corporate plantations where melanated people have been the dominant force, but niggas can't get along, and niggas let the dominant society get in between them. Niggas don't want to listen. So everybody got their own goal and they dream and they ambition. And you know, that's the way it go. Everybody has their turn. The melanated people have their turn where they kind of are the dominant society. Then they get fired, move, quit, stop working. And then the next place is the dominant society. And then when they take shape and they take form and they in place, then we sit back and we get mad. I don't even get mad. I'm mad at us. And the reason why a lot of times I'll be mad at us is because we don't know how to have more of a better response and then not just react. I be wanting to react all the time, just in general. I remember one time I was pumping gas. I was pumping gas and sitting in my car, and some white man walked up to me talking about, you're not supposed to be sitting in your car while you're pumping gas. You're supposed to be standing outside the car. I said, who the fuck are you? No, at first I said, excuse me? He's like, you're not supposed to be pumping gas and sitting in your car like that. You're supposed to be standing outside your car. It clearly says the direction right there. And I was reading the directions before he walked up, and I knew that. And I was like, excuse me? And he was like, no, you're not supposed to. And I was like, and who the fuck are you? The gas police? And he was like, I was like, but why the fuck do you need to let me know, man? And I told him, man, get the fuck away from me, man. Did I go over there bothering you? No, I'm just over here minding my own business. And he was like, but no, I said, look, man, just leave me alone. And I just finished pumping my gas, got my receipt, got my vehicle, and I left. And I was like, I think literally he was trying to provoke me. And what he was trying to do is invoke anger in me so I can be like, nigga, get the fuck away. I was like, man, just get away from me, man. I just laughed. A lot of times I just laugh. I get that shit all the time. Motherfuckers trying to come to me, tell me things, or, well, you know, just ask you bogus ass questions. Not like, hey, do you have the time? You can't ask that because everybody got a cell phone. You know what I mean? Just bogus ass questions. You know what I mean? Or we got to know how to have better responses and not negative reactions, because that's what they want to do. And that gives them a reason so they can have martial law, kill us with impunity, or let us go at the corporate plantation. They want you to be confrontational and argumentative. Sometimes it's not good to argue. Sometimes it's good to just become a recluse and become very introverted and do your thing and just watch. Instead of being vested in the debate, just watch and observe the words and try to depict the coding in the words. Because everything is codified. The questions that they ask, their responses, who they're talking to, and they're definitely not talking to melanated people. They're talking over melanated people to dominant society. And they're dog whistling to other people that are part of dominant society to let them know, hey, we with you. We're not with them. And that's what we got to know, and we got to codify that shit, you know, and basically decode it and look at it and be like, okay, this is what I need to know. This is what I need to understand. And this is what I need to kind of throw away, you know. And a lot of it starts with, oh, my Lord, oh, you're a merciful master. And I'm like, we got to stop that, man, and stop seeking their approval and stop, you know, once they put the camera in our face, you know, let's not talk about money and, you know, because, you know, I don't want to say, you know, I have white brothers and sisters. Look, man, I know a lot of white people. But I know a lot of white people, but I know several confident Caucasians. Several. Very confident. Very confident, have open dialogue with you, and will break it down from a simplistic form about how they view racism. But when I speak, they're always intrigued because they're always like, man, I didn't even look at it that way. They don't get mad. They don't get huffy and puffy and we had Obama. You know, come on, man. Like Obama, like look at where you are, man. You know, that shit. But then when you start bringing up facts like, you know, 90% of the nation's wealth is held in the hands of dominant society. They dominate 9 areas of activity. You start throwing books at non-confident Caucasians. Oh, come on, that's just a book. You shouldn't believe everything you read. It depends on what you're reading, and reading is supposed to give you a better perspective, especially if you're reading something like Neely Fuller Jr.'s book, The Compensatory Code of Ethics and Concepts, and the Racist Code, or what, you know, the ISIS paper by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome by Dr. Joy DeGruy. When you read those books, The Broader Fouls, Medical Apartheid, when you read books like that, so I'm not supposed to believe that. These are all based on facts. This isn't based up on some bullshit that somebody put out their ass. See, they want us to believe in the dollar that's literally created out of thin air. They literally poof, puff, pow. It's in the air. The money is there. Literally, they be like, they just get to typing and then boop, $1 million for you. There you go. And it's not backed by anything, and we believe in it so harshly that we will kill, steal, deceive, be a disruptor, a corrupter, just indulge in the corruption. We don't care at all costs. We will stab, gut, cut off, kick back, anything we can, backbite just to get the almighty dollar. And we don't give a fuck what we got to do to get it. We'll climb Mount Everest, and on the way up there, we will kick every nigga on the way down, and then come back and say, man, I apologize. You know, that's just how we got to play the game. You know, it's just, this is how we got to play the game. Oh, you see it at the corporate plantation. You see it you see it outside of corporate plantation. You know, it was so funny. I was talking to this Latino sister, and we were talking, and she just was like, we just got up on a conversation of, you know, kind of how men conduct themselves and how they should conduct themselves. And she, you know, this Latino sister said something real, very, very poignant. She was just like, I don't understand. She was like, I have a lot of guy friends. And she was like, I just don't understand guys that hang out with guys that are not their friends, or they hang out with them for status, or, you know, she was like, I just don't understand that, especially men. Women is different. And I agree with her. I was like, and I understand. And I don't give women a pass, but they do have interest in, and it's our job to kind of walk in our own path as men. And I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress, and God ain't done with me yet, type shit. But I really understood what she was saying. I really comprehended that. She just was like, I just don't understand that. And I told her, I was like, that's the number one thing that I'm working on every day. If I hang out with you, that I really fuck with you. If I don't hang out with you, I'm not going to have meaningless conversations with you and stimulate your brain while my brain's not being stimulated, just to kind of have you around just in case if I need something, because people do look at that. And us as men, we got to start conducting ourselves in such a fashion where we understand that people are watching us, especially melanated brothers, and we gotta walk in our own path, no matter what people say or what they do. People gonna talk shit anyway. People gonna talk shit about what you dress, what you look like, what kind of car you have, because we all base success off of materials. We don't base it off of knowledge. We don't base it off of what you contributed to society. What are you teaching your family members and people that coming up behind you? We base it off materials. And that's because of capitalism. And capitalism was created by the dominant society. And that's exactly why it's transactional. And not just that, it's always it's a quid pro quo society. What you can do for me versus what I can do for you. And I understand that in the realms, in terms of working at the corporate plantation, and you gotta, you know, give a little to get a little bit if you're trying to move up, or you trying to make friends and not make enemies. And I understand that. Me, I'm kind of cut a little different at this point, especially when you've been at different plantations and you kind of know how I go. You just go in there and do what you need to do and going about your way. You ain't got to be a popular figure, unless you want to. Unless you want to be a politician, because to me, I don't really trust politicians because they are trained liars. They're professional liars. They care about the bottom line, and that's voting and making sure they're meeting the status quo to make their money and get their little status and get their little power behind the scenes so they can kind of politic and do what they need to do. They're not concerned about the average person. But if melanated people vote as a block and as a unit, a cohesive unit, and when one move, we all move just like that, we'll be a force to be reckoned with. But we have to start seeing each other as equals, respecting each other, supporting each other, not looking at us like all scammers. Now, there are some niggas that scam, I ain't gonna lie. And there's niggas that hang around each other because they ain't got shit else to do and they ain't got shit else going on. Those type of motherfuckers, I try to keep them away from me. And I do have them away from me. I'm a recluse and I'm solo dolo a lot. I don't have time to be waiting on niggas. I don't want to wait on niggas. I don't care who you are. If I want to go check out a book at Barnes and Nobles, or I just want to go ride around and chill. Sometimes it's just about thinking and using your creative juices. And a lot of time it's hard to be creative. My perspective is when you're around people that just want to sit around and soak and want to sit around and talk about how fucked up it is. We can talk about that all day long, all day strong, but at the end of the day, we got to get up and go to work. And that is not fun and it's not easy. So I'm definitely not trying to have no conversation with no motherfuckers that's sitting around with their thumb up their ass and smelling it. That's a fact. We are a powerful people. We are gods. We are the gods on earth. So I don't know why we got to start acting like it. We got to understand. I got to tap into that. I'm like, damn, man. That's why I love kind of being being one of those type of people that now I don't like to be around people for status or let me hang out with them to see what they doing because I'm bored. If I'm bored, hey, I'm going to read, work on some music, do something. But I'm not going to hang out with people that have meaningless conversations because it's not brain stimulating. It just doesn't stimulate me. Not that I'm the smartest person, but now, after reading a little bit of books that I've read, I've only read a little bit of books. Now I need stimulation. I like to learn, man. And if I can't learn, it's just, I just kind of like, man, let me just not fuck with them. Especially when I get to listen to them talk, I'm like, nah, these one of these motherfuckers, man. So it's like, we all a work in progress. We all need to be questioning more knowledge, and we all need to understand that. Stop viewing each other in the eyes of the dominant society. Stop frowning. Stop letting things like these debates distract you and think this is what you need to be into. And I'm a Democrat and start spouting out these bullshit statistics. And fuck all you Democrats in the first goddamn place. If I just told you, Joe Biden told you niggas, he ain't giving you shit for reparations. And then Mitch McConnell said the same shit and he's a Republican. So if a Democrat and a Republican said the same shit, then that should tell all you niggas to stop believing in a system that has never believed in you. Never believed in you. And once you understand these things, then I think life will be a lot better for you. Because it's a lot better for me. I'll be laughing. I'll be looking at CNN. Motherfuckers be on there passionate and powerful. You got niggas like Cory Hooker and Kamala Nefarious thinking that, look, the presidential shit is so lame and bullshit and fraudulent now. Every nigga running now. I mean, niggas that you know ain't got no chance, like, man, I'm running for president. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, then when you get to talking about reparations, niggas talk about let's do a study. Nigga, fuck you and your study. Did they study when they gave the Jews reparations? Did they study when they gave the Japanese reparations? Or what about the Indians? Why is it everybody else didn't need no study, but when it came down to black people, melanated people, Jerome, we're gonna have to study that and we'll get back to you. Make sure, we have some type of, they just trying to come up with some sort of reason. First of all, they're not gonna give y'all shit. To me. We can keep demanding it. They just gonna keep changing the goalposts. They gonna keep changing the goalposts. That's just my personal perspective. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen. This is just what I personally think. We gonna keep pushing the movement. I think when they'll really change things and start talking about it, when niggas locally start being like, stop voting for this motherfucker. Get that motherfucker up out of there. Then that's when motherfuckers gonna be like, all right, maybe we should start talking about this shit. Just on a local level. Your local council, city councilmen don't want to talk about that shit. Or aldermen. They don't give a fuck about that shit. And any person that's a part of the dominant society, that's with the dominant society, they're never gonna bring that up around you. That is the big talk, is reparations. And anybody a part of the dominant society that don't want to talk about that shit and act like it don't exist, they are with the dominant society and they're on code. You know what I mean? So it's like, look, man, we can get mad all we want. Look at things like LeVar Ball. Oh, we're not gonna have it on ESPN. Nigga, he don't even work for ESPN. But ESPN so cold, they try to frame the picture like they got so much control over people. We're not gonna have him on there anymore because he told her you can switch gears anytime. Bitch, it ain't his fault your motherfucking ass is, you think about black dick? So, nigga, don't be mad at him, be mad at you. And whoever is married to her need to be mad at her. Like, why would you do that? Any man that's married to her should be publicly embarrassed. And then behind closed doors, he should be chastising that bitch mentally. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You should come out and say he didn't mean it that way. But you know why? Because, hey, it's a code that everybody sticks to but us. We don't stick to the code. You know what we stick to? Racial showcasing confusion by Nearly Fuller Jr. We stick to everything else but the shit that don't matter. Let me tell you something. If you don't understand the system of if you don't understand racism, white supremacy, everything else you do will confuse you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how much they were on code. Go get medical apartheid. Go get medical apartheid and read that shit, and it'll tell you how much they was on code. Go get it. It'll tell you how much they was on code. That's why I always show you these books, because these ain't props. I actually read them. Go get the book, La Burglary. Go get the book and read it. Oh yeah, it's the book of Eli. This is the real shit. This ain't no prop. You know how you go in people's houses, you go in those model homes, and it's props of books, and ain't shit in the pages. Ain't nothing in the pages. Nah, nigga, that's not here. These are real motherfucking books. Nigga, go read the books. Know that we are a special people. We come from people like Jeremiah Hamilton, Port-au-Prince, nigga from Haiti that was running game on those niggas on Wall Street because he knew that they was fucking niggas over royalty. But we don't know about that. You know what we do know about? Use. Oh, Massa, don't tell me we sick, Massa. Oh, no, Massa. Oh, they done killed Massa. That shit. That's how we act. But when something happens to our own people, we just be like, that's what that nigga get. Fuck that nigga. That's what he get. But anyway, man, I told you I wasn't gonna be on long. Hey, long week, Court Plantation. It's calling niggas' name like it's calling y'all names. So get y'all asses to work, cause on payday that shit gon' hurt. Anyways, nigga, hey, it's been lovely. I had to hit y'all up real quick. Stop letting those debates distract y'all. Don't vote Democrat or Republican. Don't vote shit. Fuck them all. Because they don't give a flying fuck about you. So don't vote for these motherfuckers. Donald Trump gonna do what he do anyway. Don't let these people scare you and make it feel like, oh, if Donald Trump comes in, the world's gonna end. Nigga, they already got their plan for a new world order no matter who's in that seat. Remember that. The new world order is coming no matter if we want it or not. It's on the dollar, it's on everything. That's why the dollar ain't backed by shit. But you know why? Because niggas don't want to read shit. That's the reason why. Niggas don't want to read nothing. Nothing. Go read the Black History Reader. 101 questions you never thought to ask. Tells you about all the land and shit that they owe us. And motherfuckers like Andrew Jackson was robbing niggas blind. So fuck Andrew Jackson. But I'm telling you right now, man, stop letting that shit distract you. That's why motherfuckers come to me talking about this, who you vote for shit. I be like, vote? Nigga, I ain't voted since Obama sold us hope twice and didn't do shit but help the goddamn banks that are ran by the dominant society. So that let me know right now, all the shit that people like Jordan Maxwell be talking about is real. Go get this book, The Matrix of Power. These books are great books. Go get this book. Jordan Maxwell, Caucasian. Whistleblowing on the dominant society and all the wrongful things that they've done and all this religion, like this book I'm reading right now, Sex, Symbols, and Stars. Man, this book is great. It talks about how I forgot the nigga's name, but he was an astronomer, and they went to him, and they was basically like, I'm still reading the book, but they was basically like, hey, man, we don't even really know when this Jesus character was born, because really his name was Joshua and all this other, they had all these names, because the letter J is only 900 years old. He's supposed to be 2,000 years old. That's one. And then two, we don't really know when he was born, so we're gonna need you to just come up with a date. He just made up December the 25th. Man, get the fuck out of here. We still worried about that shit, but we not even worried about, the wonderful work that the Nation of Islam is doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got Freedom Paper Company. That's so support them. I try to always get, the Last Call newspaper and anything just to support, man, because those brothers be on point. To me, that's just my perspective. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about them. I remember my mom used to talk shit about Muslims and shit like that, but I used to be like, it's better than going to a regular church. You gonna know who you are. You ain't gonna just be hooping and hollering and loving the music and not learning shit. No, they ain't gonna have no music for you. They gonna teach you what you need to know, and that's good. Because there's a lot of history that has not been told to us that's in that good book. So what they call the Bible, the greatest story that's ever been told. Matrix of Power, go read that book. But I'm just saying, don't let these presidential debates and all this shit distract you. You need to be thinking about when this economy tank, what you gonna do. You need to be thinking about, okay, what's going to happen in the next 2 years? Okay, how am I going to get my money right? How am I going to do what the fuck I need to do to survive? Fuck the goddamn presidential debate. The presidential debates, I don't give a flying fuck. They families don't care and they don't care. Nothing about no niggas. And that's all you need to be worried about. And that's a fact. Love, live life. Magnetize people around you that are doing something with themselves. If a motherfucker's on the hamster wheel, if a nigga's still talking about shoulda, coulda, wouldas, the shit he was talking about 5 years ago, he's still talking about that shit and he has not progressed, get the fuck away from him. I don't care if it's the family, friends, get the fuck away from him. For real. Hey man, it's been lovely, but I'm out. Peace.